I am Wolverine. I am a beta-level mutant.
You right in there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I may not be one of the highest-ranked mutants, but when the team takes on dangerous missions, I am always the one charging at the front. The reason I am fearless is because of my extraordinary healing power. That is my core mutant ability. Whether it is blades cutting into me or bullets piercing through me, none of these ordinary wounds can kill me. Even when Jean Grey unleashed the Phoenix Force, tearing me apart, my body still healed. But in the beginning, I only had fragile bone claws. Back then, I was weak, too weak to protect the ones I cared about. My own brother was twisted in his mind. Just to prove he was stronger, he would torment or kill the people around me every year on my birthday. He turned my birthday into a nightmare. And on one of those cursed birthdays, he found my wife sitting in the car. By the time I arrived, she was already gone. I was drowning in grief and hatred when I found my brother. I unleashed my bone claws and fought him. But in the end, I could not defeat him. He stomped on my claws and snapped them in half. Yet that pain was nothing compared to losing my wife. To grow stronger, to take revenge, I chose to accept Stryker's Weapon X experiment. I lay on the cold operating table. As the switch was thrown, I was submerged into icy water. Countless needles pierced my skin, digging into every single bone. The next second, adamantium was pumped into my body. The agony was unbearable. My heartbeat raced faster and faster. My body temperature soared higher and higher. Everyone in the room grew tense. Then the monitor flatlined. They thought the experiment had failed. But my heart started again. Stryker was overjoyed. He wanted to turn me into a soulless killing machine. He even prepared to wipe my memories clean. But with my sharp hearing, I caught every word.
I think you heard you.
I tore free of my restraints. For the first time, I felt unstoppable power flooding my body. They opened fire on me. The bullets were nothing more than scratches. I cut them down one by one with ease, with adamantium claws, shredded steel plates as if they were paper, and I plunged into the lake and escaped. Shattered and lost, I wandered until I found an old couple's farm.
I think there's a naked man in the barn.
Yeah.
The kind-hearted men welcomed me and offered me a place to stay. That night, I stared at my new claws in the bathroom mirror. Compared to my old bone claws, these metal blades were far deadlier. The next morning, the old man handed me his son's leather jacket. He saw right through my troubled heart, but just as he tried to comfort me,
I brought you some.
a bullet tore into his wife's chest. It was Stryker's men who had found me. A helicopter launched missiles at the house. At the last second, I jumped onto a motorcycle and blasted out. Under a storm of bullets, I twisted the throttle and sped deep into the forest. I managed to dodge the first wave, but an armored truck kept chasing me and then closed in. I slashed out with my claws and ripped their gun to pieces. But the helicopter came back down after me. I drew my claws, turned sharply, and charged right toward them. Then another armored truck blocked my path. I leapt onto its roof and drove my claws deep inside. At that moment, the helicopter fired another missile. The explosion threw me high into the air. I swung my claws with all my strength and sliced through the rotor blades. The chopper lost power and crashed into the ground. I walked over and looked at the badly injured agent. At first, I thought of sparing him, but he sneered, spitting out insults. That was the last straw. I extended my claws and dragged them across the ground. The sparks ignited the gasoline all around us, and my road to vengeance had only just begun.